Aloha, and thank you for watching this short presentation on devilweed, or Chromalina odorata. In this presentation, we'll talk about its impacts in Hawaii and how you can be part of the devilweed crew to help stop its spread. Devilweed is native to Central and South America and is known as one of the world's worst 100 invasive alien species. It's already an aggressive invader in Asia, Africa, and in the Pacific. And on Oahu, it was first detected in 2011 at the Kahuku training area, which is also known as the Kahuku motocross track on the weekends. The impacts that devilweed has is that it aggressively infests farms and pasture lands. It's toxic to livestock when ingested, and it creates dense thickets that shade out and smother other plants. It spreads very quickly because each plant can produce 800,000 seeds, and these seeds are easily windblown in a localized area, but also have long-range introductions when they hitchhike on people and animals. Also, the leaves contain a high amount of essential oils, which helps increase wildfire risks. This map shows the native area to devilweed, which is in light gray. You'll see that it's native to South and Central America, but also in the United States. However, it's not native to the entirety of the continental United States, just in Florida and in South Texas. The darker areas represent where devilweed is a known invader and already causing issues, harms, and impacts. Here in East Timor, you can see a small child trying to clear an area with hand tools of a devilweed infestation. In this photo, circled is an infestation of devilweed around someone's hut. And here is a pasture in East Timor. You can see that the pasture land is completely infested with devilweed. This reduces the amount of fodder for livestock. Devilweed is so good at spreading. It can mature as early as 6 months in Hawaii, each plant making 800,000 seeds. These seeds are easily windblown and spread locally, but when wet, they are very sticky and can hitchhike and be transported long distances. It resprouts easily if the roots aren't removed and grows readily in disturbed soil like trails, roadsides, pastures, and farms. And it prefers well-drained soils and partial to full sunlight. The current status of devilweed on Oahu is that it's being managed in very limited locations. Kahuku, Schofield Barracks, Aiea, mostly around the Aiea Loop Trail, Kahana State Park, and Pupukea Paumalu State Park Reserve, where OISC has a volunteer program to monitor and remove devilweed from the trail sides. This map shows all the known locations devilweed has been found on Oahu. Initially, the plan was for an island-wide eradication. However, for the past 5 years, plants have been popping up across the island. Some of these locations, like Lanikai, were just a single plant and no others have been found since its removal. But these long-range dispersals by hitchhiking seeds have overwhelmed our current resources and abilities to remove and continue to survey all these areas. At this point, eradication is highly unlikely for the island, so the management strategy had to change. Now, the goal is to reduce the spread and reduce the potential impacts devilweed can have. The devilweed crew is part of this plan. The purpose for the crew is to help with early detection surveys along trails. We want to find out if the weed is present or absent from these trails. Find and remove any plants. Collect and store island-wide trail surveys and plant points. And this is a community-driven effort. The idea is to remove these plants from the trails to prevent any more long dispersal introductions. The first month out was very successful. The devilweed crew had surveyed 8 trails, which is 28 miles. 2 mature plants were removed and 3 immature plants were removed. The second month was even better. 9 trails were surveyed and nearly 50 miles. Volunteers spent 24 hours removing 34 immature plants and 5 mature plants from the trail sides. So we want you to be part of the devilweed crew. It's very easy to do. Simply go to our website, the Volunteer Devilweed Crew page. All you need to do is choose a trail for your hike to survey, and we have a list on the page. Each trail is hyperlinked to the Na'alahele website, So it includes information about the trail, directions to the trailhead, and maps of the trail themselves. The list also contains a column for the high priority trails that we would like to have surveyed, whether or not the entire trail has been surveyed, the last time it was surveyed, and whether or not plants were detected and or removed. Then simply download the free All Trails app. This is the easiest way to record your hike/survey and any plant locations that you find along the way. When you're ready to start your hike, simply open the All Trails app and hit the record button. It will record your survey and you can easily send this information to us. When you find plants, all you have to do is click the waypoint button on the trail app and simply enter in how many mature plants you found. Those are plants with flowers or seeds on them, and the number of immature plants you've removed. Then you just simply share your hike with us. And you can do that via email or text. To make it easy, if you've never used the All Trails app, we have a very simple step-by-step rat card for you. This is available on our website, but also available on the Devilweed Facebook group page. How to identify devilweed. There's a few lookalikes, but devilweed has 3 main characteristics to their leaves that will help you discern them from others. What you want to look for is an arrowhead shape or triangular shaped leaves. They have a jagged toothed edge, and the veins on the plant that run from the base of the leaf to the tip kind of look like a devil's pitchfork. When you're looking at the leaves, it often looks limpy, like it needs to be watered. And when you crush the leaves, they will have a pungent odor, sort of like turpentine or gasoline. As we mentioned before, it likes to grow along trail sides and open disturbed areas, and it can grow as a shrub or almost look like a vine when it uses neighboring vegetation to reach the sunlight. It produces 800,000 seeds each year. These seed heads look like they're brown puffballs. And the flowers are sort of a pale pink to a light purple, and they bloom in the wintertime. So here's some images of devilweed in the field. The photo on the left is a known infestation site. This is along the Aiea Loop Trail, and you can see that the area is open and a lot of disturbed soil. However, devilweed will also grow in areas where there's already vegetation. The photo on the right shows Wedelia, that's the plant with the yellow flowers, but devilweed is growing above it and much quicker. Devilweed also grows readily in the field underneath ironwood trees. Remember, it often looks limp, like it needs to be watered. It can grow as a shrub, or it can also use that neighboring vegetation to reach the sunlight, where it will sometimes look like a vine. To help you while you're out in the field, we've created a free devilweed guide so you can help discern the difference between devilweed and some of its most prevalent lookalikes. In order to get this guide, all you need to do is contact us at oisc@hawaii.edu or go to surveymonkey.com/r/devilweed guide to get your free copy in the mail. There's a lot of different resources out there available to help you be part of the Devilweed Crew. We have our website, our volunteer page for Devilweed Crew. There's also a Devilweed Crew Facebook group where you can communicate with other volunteers and ask questions while you're out in the field. We also have videos on how to be part of the crew and identification videos for devilweed on our YouTube account. And as always, you can email us anytime if you have any questions about devilweed or how to be part of the Devilweed Crew. Our email address is oisc@hawaii.edu. So thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation, and please enjoy this short video about being part of the Devilweed Crew. Happy hunting and hope to see you on the trails. Aloha.